Okay, so hello everyone. This is the Mishra, and this is my submission for the chainlink convergence hackathon. All right, so what I did for this hackathon is Kalpae, right? And the track I chose was the prediction markets track. But Kalpae is not any other prediction market platform, right? It's a prediction intelligence platform. It doesn't involve any real money, just like the rest of the prediction market does. It does not depend upon completely on what actually the people think about a particular opinion. No, what Kalpae is. Kalpae is a belief engine that tracks how probabilities about real world events change over time. So instead of opinions from any people or any speculation about a particular situation, the system, our belief engine, actually researches on the internet about that particular opinion. It extracts evidence from the internet and then it updates the probability in a transparent and a deterministic manner. So it's not just that the complete resolution for the particular situation depends upon what the rest of the people think about it, because people are biased, right? And their biasness should not affect what actually the situation would happen. Okay, so that's when our belief engine comes into the play. So in simple words, Kalpae can answer the questions that what are the chances that a particular event will happen, and most importantly, how do we know that when did the probability change for that particular thing to happen, why the probability changed, and all that things. So this is what Kalpae solves. So first of all, I will take you through a brief overview of the platform about what it does, how it does, and what are the whole things that are happening inside our application, and then I will take you to the explanation of how things change. So this is the landing page of the Kalpae. Basically, introduces you to the facts, what Kalpae is basically about, what it does, and all that thing, so you can actually see what happens and all that stuff. Okay, so once you are on the platform, you are wanted to authorize. Okay, so when I try to open it, I'm set to connect my wallet, so I can connect my wallet here, and once I've connected my wallet, I can go to the markets. Okay, so as you can see, there is currently a question running, an opinion running. So I'll just firstly take you through what's happening in this opinion, and then we'll take you through creating a new question and see how things change. Okay, so you can see this is a question, okay, and the resolution criteria is this. So we resolve this question using this thing, okay. So if this condition is met, we will resolve this question, and the resolution date is this. So this opinion and the system will keep running and extracting all the things until September 30th, 2026, 10:30 GMT, okay. So as you can see, the probability evolution over time. So at the starting, this probability by the system was 49% based on this evidence, as you can see. And as you can see, the probability increased from 51, it went to 53, and then 54, 55, and as you can see, it went to 60 in the end, okay. And you can see everything about it, that how and when did the probability change. So in Feb 12, 2026, the belief was changed from 50 to 49.19% yes towards the yes thingy, okay. So it means the probability of yes has decreased over time. Why? This is the evidence of why, okay. So like you can see, the probability changes based on the time, and as of today, that is March 7th, the belief has updated to yes. So yes has become 59%. So as you can see, in starting, the yes was 49%, and this is totally independent of what people think about this particular situation. This is what our belief engine is predicting, okay. So according to our belief engine, this is what will happen, and how you can participate in this. So you can actually update your position. So you can take either a yes position or a no position, and actually see how the engine behaves based on your opinion, okay. So basically, the problem it solves is that in the current markets, there is no structured way actually to track the prediction, measure the belief changes, or see the evidence behind those changes. So Kalpae solves this by turning the belief into a measurable and auditable system. Okay, so now every probability you can see is backed by the real world evidence and is recorded in a transparent and belief history. Okay, so I use Solana for this. So the on-chain data for this question and these reasoning are stored in Solana on-chain. Okay, means it cannot be tampered. The evidence cannot be tampered. The probabilities cannot be tampered once that's processed. Okay, so what actually happens is you can create a question by going there. An admin can create a question. Okay, you select the category for that particular question. You give the resolution time and the resolution criteria. Okay, our AI engine goes, scrapes the web, keeps scraping the web till the resolution date is met for the evidences and all that stuff. And once the resolution, but the thing is, the AI is not the truth deciding factor, because AI is not that smart. The truth deciding factor is our own probability engine. So we have this probability engine which is responsible for the truth resolution. So it resolutions the truth and actually is meant for that. Okay, so our own engine is the truth resolution system. So AI just is used for the intent that whether this question is in the favor of this opinion or not. And once it says, okay, this question is in the favor of opinion, our probability engine calculates probability and does the job. Okay, so now I'll tell you, this thing can be useful for a lot of students, researchers, and maybe organization. So when it comes to the students, see, Kalpae is a platform to learn probability thinking and forecasting. So students can explore how belief changes over time. Okay, they can understand how each evidence is able to affect the prediction of a particular opinion, and they can accurately analyze how signals are different from one another. Okay, so basically it is mostly a learning thing for students. They can help them develop some critical thinking, data interpretation, and evidence-based reasoning. Okay, so instead of like just reading the prediction, they can study why the prediction happened, what were the things that influenced that particular prediction. Okay, researchers can basically use it for the gathering data set about some structured data set about how particular things change over time. But most important thing, it is a very useful tool for organizations. Okay, so for organization, Kalpae becomes a decision intelligence layer. Okay, so for decision intelligence, what I mean is like companies often make some strategic shifts in their business. Okay, and they are based on some uncertain future events that they think that this can happen, so we might take this decision. Like anything, like it can be a technological breakthrough. Like a normal company want to make themselves into an AI company, so they're betting on it. But what if they don't need to bet anymore? Okay, so they can just hook this Kalpae in their own organization, create this particular opinion, and see what the system believes based on the real data. That should they actually switch to an AI company, and based on their internal data or the real world data, the engine can tell them that whether it is good for them to become an AI company or not. So this is what makes Kalpae a different thing. Okay, so every probability change can be traced back, okay, to a particular user, to a particular thingy. So Kalpae is building a new way to understand uncertainty, and instead of guessing the future, we track how the evidence gradually changes and what we believe about it. So by combining automated research, structured signals, and deterministic probability updates, Kalpae creates a transparent history of belief and evolution. So this was it about Kalpae. The video has gotten us slightly long, so this is basically it. So you can learn some things about it. So is this Kalpae a gambling website? No, we don't involve any real money. Can the probabilities be manipulated? Not at all, because everything is a system belief driven and everything is stored on chain. And most importantly, AI is not deciding the truth. Okay, AI is basically the intent recognition thing which we have used there. And apart from that, there is no role of AI here. Also, we have a leaderboard. So leaderboard basically shows you all time in 90 days that who has beaten the system. So if you bet against the system and you are able to defeat the system, it will show that okay, you have got something inside you. So that's what it's about Kalpae. Thank you so much. Signing out, the bunch of the side.